Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Real Grade Hours. I'm Captain Ganymede.
I'm Mega Lucario.
And I'm Hanbei, the resident Brazilian.
And I'm Captain Ganymede, the resident Sailor Moon expert and a fan of the RX-782 because I have the most basic taste in the world.
I'm Mega Lucario, better known as just Mega and sometimes known as Ben. What am I into?
Gylos or whatever?
It's Glios. And
Glios.
Yeah, I'm super at that.
I was not close to that name at all.
I'm also heavily into Kamen Rider and casually into Gundam, although I have not watched many series, and the ones I have watched I don't remember well, but I enjoy Gunpla.
So what was your guys' first kits?
My first kit I bought from Brazilian eBay like 2 years ago. It was in fact the very first HGUC, the original gun cannon made before the revive. And I actually had a lot of fun with it. But I always keep it in the fucking laid down position because if I ever try to stand it up, you'll see the huge nubs on the shins.
Oof. Shin nubs. Those blow, man. I think my first kit was the HGUC Revive RX-782, and that's kind of, what caused me to fall in love. I built that kit in like one fucking night, and I don't think I kept any of the spare parts, like the beam saber effects or anything, which I kind of regret, because all I have is the bazooka and the shield now. But yeah, I'm definitely considering picking up a second one just for the fun of it.
You didn't even keep the gun?
Oh, yeah, I do have the gun. I forgot to put on the front handle, though. Yeah, I forgot to put on the front handle, which seems to be a kind of a common mistake.
Yeah.
And I also, I tried to take off the safety flags, but my nippers were so bad that they, took off too much, and, they, made the V-fin super duper sharp, and even though it's not supposed to be. So that's fun. My first Gunpla was kind of a wreck. What about you, Mega? What was your first?
My first Gunpla was let me actually look it up to make sure I'm getting the name right. It was way back in 2013. Technically, I count myself as having two first kits, I guess. My first actual ever Gundam kit was the SD, I hope I'm pronouncing these right, the Sonshoko Gerbera from the SD Three Kingdoms series, Brave Battle Warriors or whatever it was called. When I first got into Gunpla, way back in 2013, 2014, I loved SDs, and I got two SD kits, and then went to a massive hiatus till around, I want to say late 2015, when I got the high grade Endless Waltz Wing Zero Custom from Barnes & Noble, and that kit was an absolute abomination. And it didn't help that was, my first actual high-grade Gunpla. So I did a horrible job of it and ended up trying to put a paint job on it with some Sharpie, which went about as well as you'd expect.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it went over very well.
I just want to confirm I'm not that bad anymore. I'm marginally better. Now I don't even try to paint.
Yeah, I tried to paint with Gundam marker, and it's not super smooth. It looks kind of terrible because I painted my GM. So what are your guys' favorite mobile suits? I know I said mine was the RX-782, but I've also recently been enraptured with the GM or the GIM or the GIM or the whatever you want to call it.
The good boy.
The good boy machine. That's what GM stands for. I really like just the base GM and then also the GM Sniper Custom. I think those are my two favorite non-Gundam mobile suit designs, but those are basically my favorites right now. What are your guys's?
I personally am super into the Wound War, as many people know. That's I almost want to call it a meme suit. Because so many people wanted to be a kid, and then Well, you know, late 2017 surprise, but that's something we can discuss later. I got into it when it was a meme suit, but I've actually taken a huge liking to the design, specifically the massive legs. And the head is a really nice design too. Hanbei, was that a thick joke on our Christian podcast?
No.
Oh, I swear to God, I heard you say thick.
Must have been your imagination.
It probably was.
I'm cutting it out.
Okay. So Hanbei, what about you?
I'm not. My favorite mobile suit design for a long time was the gun cannon. Because it's kind of simple. It's got a simple color scheme. That's why I chose it as my first kit. But then I watched Gundam 080, War in the Pocket, and I discovered truth. Gun cannon mass-produced is the most perfect thing in this world, and I will not accept
gun cannon is a pretty good suit.
And another one that I like, also from 080, partially because that was one of my favorite series, and there's the emotional angle. It's the main Gundam from that series, the Gundam Alex. My favorite Zaku to this day is the Zaku FZ. And I must say I actually really like the Hygog.
The Hygog is a very good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually remember,
What did you remember?
really old, like, I think it was a pre-high grade 1-144th kit, but it was the American release, just call it a high grade. And yeah, I found that version of the Hygog, and I built it, and I was incredibly underwhelmed. Not a good kit.
Yeah, it was pre-high grade. I don't imagine it being.
That was one of the ones that I too, but it wasn't complete, so it doesn't count.
Okay, wait. Even I'm a little lost. Did I hear that you Gunpla?
I still don't know the full story behind that.
Technically, at this point, I've eaten Gunpla.
We're gonna need some backstory.
For as long as I remember, by as long as I remember, I believe I started when I was around 10 years old, something like that. I plastic. Yeah, I don't know if I want to continue.
Just plastic, and you ate a Gunpla.
So far, my count, and I don't Gunpla anymore, and I've been trying to not plastic anymore. Probably unhealthy for me, but anyways, my tally is the old Hygog, the SD Sinanju, and I think a petite guy.
Well, the petite guys just kind of look handy, so I can't really blame you for that.
Yeah, exactly. So you munch them up like you munch puss.
That's canon now.
Nah. So recent builds, what have you guys been building recently? I know I've been building the Master Grade, the Origin RX-782, as that was a gift from a friend, whom I appreciate very much. But what have you guys been building lately? Mega, I think you were building something a while ago.
Recently, I participated in the Reddit Gunpla Secret Santa event for, I might as well just say, it's 2017 at the moment, December 14th to be exact. And as part of the kits my Secret Santa sent me was the Master Grade Gym Sniper, Gym Sniper 2, and that is just such a fantastic kit. And he also sent me a third-party weapons upgrade kit for the Gym Sniper, and that's my first non-Bandai kit, and I really enjoyed it. The plastic was really good, the fit was nice.
Oh, nice. I knew you got the Gym Sniper too, but I had no idea you got the third-party weapons upgrade. That's news to me. How do you like the hands on your kit? Because I love the RX-782, but the emotion hands that they used for the Master Grade kits are really finicky, and like, I really hate to say it because it was a gift, and I really hate to talk shit about gifts, but it's really the weakest part of the kit is the hands. How do you like the hands on the Gym Sniper 2?
Gym Sniper 2 has absolutely fantastic hands. They're quite similar to the Master Grade Double X, my first Master Grade. In that the palm and the thumb are one part, and then the fingers themselves just clip on through the palm.
Oh, that's right. They have the interchangeable fingers, right?
I gotta say, it holds the gun so well. It has a tab in it that's very secure, clips on really well. Only problem is I think I had to hack the peg down to actually fit the third-party gun upgrade in there, but it can still hold the other gun very, very
well. Hanbei, what about you? What have you been building recently?
Sadly, I haven't been building for nearly a year, I think, more than a year, because shitty Brazilian laws make it so that the only ways I can get kits without paying out the ass is importing. But because of complications in my household, we've not been able to import anything recently. Not budgetary.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
But
it's a bummer.
Okay, so Brazilian PayPal has this thing where you cannot create an account if you don't have a credit card. But for years now, our bank account has screwed us over, and our credit card just doesn't work. And we've been
lovely.
We've been fighting it for years to get out of there, to get a new credit card. But it's probably not happening until I make it to like university. Sad boys.
So what was the last kit that you did build?
Was a Graze that I also bought from Brazilian IBO. Brazilian eBay.
IBO is the show, Hanbei. You bought it from the Brazilian show?
I mean, Mars is basically Brazil.
Yeah, Brazilian IBO is just like IBO, but everyone gets fucking mugged.
IBO, but there's this shader on the skins of the characters.
Orga doesn't change.
But yeah, it's a very solid kit. My only problems I have with it is that actually, this might honestly be a problem of mine with posing, but I've tried to pose it with the jets, the thrusters on its back, and it ends up looking really stilted because the center of weight moves. So I basically removed it, and now it poses much better, which was a problem I've been having for a few months because it kept falling over and I kept having to stop whatever I was doing in the computer to put it back up. But now it's fine. Whee!
I can confirm that was an issue on mine as well. It's because of the feet. It has really inconveniently small feet, and it works for the kit's aesthetics, but not for the functionality at all.
Yeah, sadly.
Something that's happened on mine. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Not much they can do.
Yeah, something that's happened on mine is the hands keep popping out and the thigh armor keeps popping off.
I actually had some problem with the hands popping out when I tried to make a pose where it was like pulling the axe out of its skirt. And so I just basically gave up because that was not going to happen.
Yeah.
So speaking of all these like kits and stuff, the newer kits that have been coming out, the most interesting one to me with the new tees was the lighting RG unicorn. I think that's like the kit that nobody saw coming this year. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
That is nuts. I honestly can't see it being executed very well. But I'm gonna have to see what they do, because if they do manage to pull it off well, I'll just be amazed. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, my theory is that I think they were planning it from the start, because the RG frame for the like the original Unicorn release, for those of you who aren't aware, is really solid, like the most solid RG kit that has ever been put out.
Yeah, I've heard.
Just in terms of posing and armor placement and stuff like that. And what I'm worried about is going to happen is with the addition of the LEDs, because what we saw in the show, it looked like there wasn't any hotspots or anything. It was like a lot of really like well-placed and well-diffused LED lights. What I'm afraid is going to happen is with all the extra LED add-ons and stuff, it's going to make it where it's like the rest of the RG releases, where it can be prone to being very, what's the word, not as solid as...
Fragile?
Yeah, fragile. I know how to English. I was an English major in college, and I know words.
I don't. I'm from Brazil.
Yeah, but they're going to be kind of fragile and not as fun to handle. Was what I'm worried about for the lighting kit, but it's going to look really pretty, and I'm really excited to see. I'm not even a big fan of the unicorn's design, but I might just pick it up as long as it's decently priced, because I won't pick it up if it's more than $65-$70. Because it's going to be, because the standard RGs, at least in America, they run about $50, at least at my local hobby stores.
From what I've seen actually at Barnes and Noble, because that's the only local Gunpla I have, real grades usually range from $28 to $40. Like all of them were $28 I've seen. The both versions of the Wing Zero, the Quanta, those were $27. I think the Destiny and Strike Freedom were as well. But the real grade Sinanju was $40, and that's just because it's a much larger kit and much worse.
Well, oh jeez, if it's that much cheaper, I'll have to look into other places then. But like, well, and to be fair, the only RG that I looked at was the real grade unicorn. It was in the special unicorn box, not the destroy mode box. So that might be why.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the real grade unicorn was also sort of an exception in pricing.
Yeah, that is true. I believe it's a fair bit more expensive just in general. I'd say 44th scale kit. I really don't think it's gonna. If they're gonna market it as like, sure, it's gonna be Gunpla Evolution Project. That they're gonna badge it with that, and if they do, I seriously doubt it's gonna be worth more than $70 MSRP or whatever the equivalent yen price is.
You know what I've never liked about Bandai? I gotta say, I've never liked all these gimmick taglines for kits. Like, we get, the earliest one I remember was the, All Gundam project. Basically, hey, we want to make high grades of all these Gundams that have not received proper high grades yet. And that was cool. Really, we didn't get too much from that. And then we got the Revive project, which just disappeared from the face of the earth after Gundam's, what was it, was it the...
35th?
35th, yeah. And then we get the Accelerate Evolution project, or whatever it was called, which started with the Zeta Gundam, which I keep calling the Revive, because really it's the exact same thing.
It really is. I don't understand why they... I think it's to keep people excited, but it just keeps confusing me.
Yeah, same. And then we have the, I say that too much. We have the 1 to 100 full mechanics line for Iron-Blooded Orphan kits. And really, that is just a tagline to prevent people from seeing that they're non-grade.
Yeah, or they're just 1/100 scale, but they aren't master grade, or just
yeah.
They're basically bigger high grades, like the mega size line.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I really feel like we should have more mega size. We should have more. Because mega size is such a like untapped potential for like really interesting. Like I feel like they should pair mega size kits, and this is getting kind of off topic, and this is more into like what I want for 2018. I really feel like it would be really interesting if they did like they had the mega size kits, and then they had the mega size pilot figures, the 1/48 scale pilot figures, so that way people could.
Awesome.
Wouldn't that be? Because then they'd have like way more detail. It'd be easier to paint them instead of the absolutely tiny 1/44 scale and 1/100 scale. And do the perfect grades come with pilot figurines? I can't remember.
I believe so. If you're looking for figurines to paint and you're not particularly picky about the scale or the series, some master grade wing kits, the old 1/100 high grade wing kits, and a bunch of Universal Century master grades actually came with 1 to 20th scale pilot.
Yeah, I think my I think my master grade God Gundam came with the 1/20th pilot figure.
Was it the hand sort of like resin colored plastic?
Yeah, it was like that weird like fleshy blob colored plastic. That was it's really funny to look at because he just looks like a fleshy blob. I need to get to painting that. I also need to finish that kit. I just wish I hadn't broken the ankle armor. I don't know, it wasn't the ankle armor, it was the shin armor that I broke. Yeah, that's fun. Very fun. So Hanbei, what were you looking forward to most in all the new teases that came out recently? What caught your eye the most?
Okay, so for a long time, I've been really sad that Bandai has mostly been covering up late UC because it's my favorite. Those are my favorite series, and I pretty much gave up on any new kits from there. And then suddenly, Vigna Gigna, it's there. Like when they posted it in the chat, I was like, no way, it's back! After all these years, my late UC boys are finally back. I'm so happy.
Yeah, late UC, some alternate timelines really don't get enough love. Like G Gundam doesn't get enough love. Late UC doesn't get enough love.
Look,
I'm really glad to see that Bandai is sort of like reaching out to those other places and getting like neat kit designs from there. What were you saying, Hanbei?
I actually do really like G Gundam. Wait, fuck, where am I going with this? I'm sorry. I actually like Late UC more than I like G Gundam, despite really liking G Gundam. But even I can tell that, like, there's Shining Gundam, there's God Gundam, and there's Sailor Moon Gundam. That's it. Like,
yeah.
Couldn't they even make a Rising? Like, it's basically the same mode as Shining, so why haven't they
Yeah,
done
it's got
it
the
yet?
same head parts and stuff. I know they came out with the high grade Rising, but they haven't refreshed it at all.
You know what's the real reason we need a Rising Gundam? We need a way to
Because we got the star burning. We got the star burning. I thought we would have gotten a star or like a Rising Gundam for sure. Because wasn't the star burning based off of Rising?
Yeah, that too, actually. That's kind of like the situation with Gundam Leopard and Gundam Leopardo da Vinci. Because it's basically the same kit, but Bandai refuses to make the original. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like, come on, just give us what we want, man.
Speaking of, you know what I noticed? One of my friends built the Dom R35, and that's a very good kit. Some very slightly loose joints in some places, but other than that, it is incredibly solid. And having built the high-grade Dom, they're not similar kits at all. And what I'm wondering is, why doesn't Bandai just do a retool of this Dom R35 with the new swiveling hip joint, the new armor parts, the new engineering? Why not just make a Dom Revive? Like, in the high-grade Dom's defense, I believe it's from late 2006, early 2007.
Yeah.
Not a bad kit whatsoever, but it could use a revive.
I mean, a lot of things could use a revive, but that would mean that Bandai would have to start making sense and, maybe stop teasing us with endless P-Bandai releases that I'll never be able to afford.
Honestly.
RG Banshee Norn.
I'm not even... Yeah, fuck the retools, specifically. Fuck the kits like the Hazel. Fuck the P-Bandai kits that require extensive retooling, extensive new molds, etc. Those kits deserve to be retailed. And let's say they don't think they'll sell well, produce them in lower numbers then.
Exactly.
Like, production numbers are a thing. Not every, the perfect grade unicorn is not produced in the same numbers as, say, the high grade Jim Jim or something like that. So why can't they just tune the production numbers to give us a retail release?
Because that would make sense.
Even if it's an incredibly rare kit, at least that means it would get reprinted eventually.
Eventually. Maybe one day. Wait, don't P-Bandai kits get reprinted, or am I tripping?
Some of them can get additional production runs, but only if the demand is basically astronomical.
I see. And it's like, what gets P-Bandai released and what doesn't makes no sense, because it's like, the Zaku would probably be infinitely less popular than the Char Zaku, but you don't see either version of the set Zaku. There's 90 bajillion Zakus that are retail releases that aren't P-Bandai.
Okay, you know what fucking frustrated me to no end, and I need to stop Spurs, but
it's okay. This is not a Christian podcast. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm just saying I should try to be classy.
I guess.
High grade Johnny Raiden Zaku. Paired release with the high grade Shin Matsunaga Zaku. Master Grade Johnny Red and Zaku, paired with the Master Grade Shin Matsunaga Zaku. Real Grade Shin Matsunaga Zaku, P Bandai.
See, that makes...
frustrated me so fucking much.
Yeah, that really makes no sense. I mean, Bandai, I'm sure doesn't know what they're doing.
Technically, from a sales standpoint, I guess it makes sense because technically, the Johnny Red and Zaku is kind of just a retool and recolor of the original Zaku, Real Grade. Which
yeah, it's a fucking high mobility Zaku.
But I don't know. It's frustrating from a consistency standpoint to have one of them suddenly locked behind that limited wall.
Yeah, and literally anybody who's like not in Japan or Korea can't get their hands on it.
Well, it's not even that. Like, you just have to pay ridiculous middleman and import fees.
Yeah, I went to one of my local hobby shops, and the one Real Grade that I'm actually really interested in, because like I love the Grandpa Gundam, is the Grandpa Gundam Real Grade Castball colors, which is like all of the Sharzaku colors on the Gundam, which to me is super appealing. But it's a $90 kit at my hobby store because it's P Bandai, and I'm just like, well, it's like I could paint a Real Grade, or like I could get the 1/100 scale Master Grade that they released in Castball colors. That was a full retail release, but it's like I'd rather deal with. I really like, after building a Master Grade, I really feel like I want to try a Real Grade just because I like 1/44 scale better because I have smaller shelves. Although that might change soon. I might get like a display case or something in the future. Who knows? But
first of all, oh sorry, you go.
I really don't have enough space for Master Grades. And oh geez, I was forgetting what the point that I was making. Oh geez. Oh no. Oh god, I was afraid this was gonna happen. Somebody help me out here. What was I talking about?
Shelf space, Real Grade.
Yeah, and it's like I really don't want to and I really don't want to have to bother with getting a Master Grade in the Castball colors when I'm sure if they just printed the Real Grade Castball colors Gundam in lower units than the Real Grade Gundam just as it comes, then I'm sure I would be able to get my hands on it for a cheaper price. But the minute that they slap P Bandai on it, it's like nobody can get it here in the West without paying like double or triple the kit price. It's crazy. I don't get it.
Sell your soul for more kits.
I already did, Hanbei. I already did.
Something that I do want to say regarding the Real Grade Castball Gundam is, honestly, I understand what you're saying about the shelf space. Like, that is slightly an issue for me as well. But what I would like to say is that the original Real Grade Gundam is, quite frankly, it's just an awful kit from what I've heard. I have not built it myself, but I have not heard good things about it. It's incredibly fragile. Stickers just don't stay on.
Yeah, I've heard that too, and I wish they would have like a Real Grade 2.0, because if they had like if they had the RG Unicorn frame with like a Real Grade Gundam 2.0 with like all of the engineering strides that they've made, even in like the short amount of time, like if you go from like the RX-782 Revive kit, which is like one of the most posable high grades to date, and you go to something like the Sharzaku Origins kit, which was made like not even a couple years ago, there's just so many leaps and bounds that they've made in model kit building engineering that just, they can absolutely retool or like tool a Real Grade 2.0 for stuff like the especially fragile Real Grades like the Gundam, the Zaku, and other, I don't know. Oh, wasn't the Real Grade Zeta like really
Real
fragile?
Grade Zeta was an absolute mess.
Yeah, you could like transform it once and then kaboom.
Yeah, it was a plastic hand grenade. Hang on, I actually got to go grab some water because I can feel my throat drying up. Do we want to take a break really quick?
I think it would be a good idea to pause, yeah.
Welcome back to Real Grade Hours. I'm Captain Ganymede, who had to take a water break.
I'm Mega, and I don't understand why we're doing the intro again.
I'm Hanbei, and I'm playing video games. You are seeing this if you haven't tapped out. You should have tapped out. I'm terrible at this.
What if someone's listening to this while like jogging or something, run into a car right now?
No, don't, please. We need the subscribers.
Oncoming traffic.
No,
just,
don't.
Just listen. Just set up auto pay beforehand.
Oh God, I almost spit out my water after hearing that. No, don't do that, please.
Epic. I almost just spit out my water from that funny joke.
It was kind of funny, okay? Maybe I have a bad sense of humor.
Did I just like act like my own joke was shitty?
Fuck you for laughing at my jokes, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
This is the part where we stop talking about Gunpla.
Yeah, this is the part where we start shit posting. Kit Willish for.
What the hell
It's
is
part of our
Gunpla?
tradition.
We have one last topic that we haven't covered yet. Our kit wish list. We have the kit wish list for 2018. What are your guys' predictions and wants for 2018?
High grade Woodward Bandai, don't fuck it up this time.
Well, they've already announced that, but like
they've announced it tentatively. We don't know if they're actually producing it or not. Don't make this another Master Grade Age 3.
P Bandai only. Watch.
I will like piss into my own mouth if that happens.
Oh God. Okay, now we have that on audio. That Mega will piss into his own mouth. We have that on audio, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I will hold myself to this. If December 2018 comes, and first of all, and if we're still doing this, and second of all, if the Wound War is not released, I will piss into my own mouth and like record the audio of it.
Oh God. Okay. Well, Hanbei, you're gonna have to post this online now. This is definitely gonna have to go up live.
I feel
Free.
I feel like I've already made too much of a fucking ass of myself.
Don't worry.
Welcome to Real Great Hours. We're all asses.
You can always
Episode
do more.
1, and I'm already the laughing stock.
Woo!
Aren't we
Okay. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. When are we gonna get our
fine.
Rinko kit? When are we gonna get our Rinko Yori kit?
There's a figure already.
I know there's a figure already, but I want my Rinko Yori. Listen.
He wants to work for his waifu.
He wants
Okay,
to,
so
he
listen,
wants to
we got-
customize it. He wants to customize it to look like his very own mother.
Oh God, that's creepy. And hell no. Hell no. Instead of hell yeah, dude. Hell nah, dude.
Did my joke just kill the podcast?
No. What if podcast does not kill? No, I want to customize it to look like Rico, not my own mother. That would be super creepy.
Sorry, it's canon now.
No, it's not. No,
It's
God,
going on
no,
the wiki.
please.
I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
Okay, please don't.
I
If
know.
you have to think about whether or not you should say it on the podcast, please don't.
If I have to think about what I'm saying on the podcast,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What a great return.
What a great, yeah, the best return. I really hope. Wait, has the winning Fumina kit come out yet?
has it?
Because I want it to be good. I want them to start making good like it's very clear that with this trend of like waifu kits that they're on the front. I just want it to be good. I just want them to start making, because like the Super Fumina was eh. The Fumina Axis Angels version was better, eh. But I really want this winning Fumina to be like actually good.
You answered your own question by saying by mentioning that it's a Fumina kit.
But
you can hear the disappointment.
yeah.
From
Just a battle log Fumina wasn't P Bandai, like the command Fumina. Like the Fumina and like the black leotard and like the bazooka and shit.
Was the Dom Gianco kit, was that P Bandai?
Yeah, that was.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not into the stupid fucking waifu kit, but I may have bought that one if it wasn't P Bandai.
Yeah, honestly, I just want less P Bandai and more Bandai. That's honestly.
Yeah.
Or if at the very least, if we must deal with Bandai, I really want Bluefin the distributor for kits in America. I really want them to start making P Bandai kits more available.
Yeah.
At the very least, anyway. What else do we want for 2018? Hanbei, what are your thoughts?
Alright, I already went into this a bit, but just to put it on record. The Gundam Leopard, Rising Gundam, and most of all, more grunt units.
Yes.
For example...
That aren't Zaku's. Please, God, no more Zaku's. I think we should go the entire year 2018. If we can go throughout all of 2018 without releasing another Zaku, that would make me happy.
Okay.
We already have more than enough Zaku's.
There's something that we forgot to talk about during the new kit teaser. What was the event? Was it Gundam Base Tokyo? Where the Windward was shown. We forgot about the Garibaldi Beta.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember that kit at all. Let me see if I can't find a picture of it really quick.
It's the boy from Zeta. It got piloted by Jared's mentor.
Okay, first off, can you spell it out in the Discord? Because I have no idea how the fuck to spell that.
I'll forward you the messages. There it is.
Of course, the Garibaldi Beta is just an inferior version of the superior Alpha, the Garibaldi Alpha. You see, the Garibaldi Alpha was so powerful that it could not be completed in time for the 1 Year War. It was too powerful for the 1 Year War. The Garibaldi Beta, on the other hand, does nothing. It's absolutely nothing. A true beta. That's why you need to look for the Alpha, the Garibaldi Alpha.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything on Google Images anyway. Or maybe I just didn't use the right search words.
Oh, don't look up the kit on Google Images. I don't think you'll really get it.
Yeah, when I looked it up in Google Images, the first thing that came up was a bunch of girls dressed up like foxes, which was really weird. And then I clicked on the images.
Send me that link?
No, Mega, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Here. What's our
I'm gonna put it on screen for the viewers'
kit
help.
I believe it was Garibaldi kit tees. Yeah, and it's just like some girls dressed up like tigers and shit.
You looked up tees on.
Well, because they teased the kit, right? Like, is that not what I'm supposed to? Is that not what I'm supposed to look up?
No, hold on, Hanbei. Did you just get scenified in the middle of a podcast?
Yep. Back on topic.
How good?
How good indeed.
Wait, Ganymede, do you know what that is?
Know what is?
Hanbei has this fun Google Chrome extension. Every 1 in 100 page opens, John Cena occurs.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was a thing. Yeah. Oh.
It's the best.
Isn't it?
Right. Boy.
Oh yeah. Okay. So. Oh yeah. All right. The gal body. Oh yeah. So that does look pretty neat. It's not my aesthetic of suits personally, but it does look pretty neat.
Personally, I completely love the angular look of it. Like, if there's one complaint I have about Zaku, it's that the curves are really blown up on them.
Yeah.
I just don't necessarily like. I enjoy the curvy proportions, but after seeing the Garibaldi Beta, the more angular look of it is just so much better.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that. Honestly, also, I think my favorite Zeon Grunt suit has to be the old Zaku, the Zaku 1. That's got to be my favorite, more so than the Zaku 2.
Also, I gotta say, something I love about the Garibaldi Beta's head is, it really reminds me of the helmeted variant head on the Garazulu and the Gyaradoda.
Okay.
And some variants of the Zaku, some variants that I can't remember the names of.
Well, it doesn't. There's like 50 bajillion Zakus, so.
There's too many Zaku.
They must be stopped.
So if there's nothing else that we need to talk about, I think that'll wrap it up for this first episode of Real Grade Hours.
Why would we ever stay on topic?
Right? Well, I mean, I really feel like we've had a nice conclusion talking about the Galbadi and stuff.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you? So I think now would probably be a good time to cap it off. Thank you for listening to the first episode of Real Great Hours and us trying to be a legitimate podcast. I'm Captain Ganymede.
I'm Mega, I guess.
And I'm Brazil.
Have a good evening, everybody.